This old bumper's starting to look like something now. It's looking pretty good. So next project, we gotta fill in that gap in the middle. Once that piece is made, then we gotta pull the bumper off. We gotta clean up all the edges, clean up the back, all that. Then we gotta finish off the bumper mounts, get those done. Put it all back together and hope it still fits. Don't know how much of that we're going to get done this round, but first thing we got to do is fill in that gap. So here's your piece. First thing we got to do, trim it to length. And the plan is we're going to do like 1/2 inch. That's going to get scored, bent down. Just this is going to strengthen up the back edge. Then we're going to measure ahead, probably 1 inch, 1.5 inches, both ends. Trace out the shape of the taillight. And in the middle, what we'll do, cut it like that, and then this piece is going to be that's going to get curved and folded down, and this will be the top of the bumper. So this piece is going to kind of go like that. That's the idea. I'm going to try to make it all in one piece. Just, it's easier to keep everything straight, but see how it goes. But that's all we got to cut out. Not much to say on this one, so get ready for a whole bunch of time lapse. Okay, so I'm going to explain kind of what we got going on here. That's our little flange for the back. Straighten this up. This strip right here, up to this line, this is the piece, it's the top of the bumper. This is what goes underneath the taillight. And then this strip here, it's going to get cut on that line. This strip is the part that curves down, and that makes the top of the bumper right there. We got to split it up the center, because when this folds down, there'll be trimming. There's going to be a lot of screwing around to make this work, but that's the plan. Okay, so the plan for back here, got a template. That gives us our shape. This side, they're really close. This one's off. This one's off just a little bit. I like that shape a bit better, so we'll use that shape all the way across. How this is actually going to go, it's just going to kind of evolve as we trim it and make it fit. That's what I've learned with this thing so far. It just kind of makes the shape that it wants. I'm a little nervous about this one because that's a lot of weld to do, but take it easy. I really do not want to screw this up now. Anyway, let's get back at her. That doesn't look too bad. I think we're heading in the right direction. That body line's fairly straight. You can kind of see what's going on here now. That line just kind of flattens out right in there. But I don't know. I think it looks okay. Still got a long way to go on it, but I think it'll work. So we're going to have a few little issues right here. We're going to have to keep doing relief cuts as we fold this down. It's going to overlap. And then might have to do a relief cut this way just to kind of get the shape exact, but it's getting there. Start knocking this side into shape. Carry on. Well, I haven't screwed it up yet. That line, kind of losing it along there and on there. Needs a bit of work yet, but it's coming along. So it looks like we're going to have to do the slice in the middle because the bumper's got more of a, it's got more angle than the tail light, but that's minor. The curve's looking good. Kind of looks like a bumper. I'm going to have to start tacking this together because it's starting to split. Same thing in here. Go ahead and go. This just opened up like a zipper. But that's all part of it. So I gotta line this back up, tack this together, start making it fit. But I think we're on the right track. It's starting to look pretty good. Anyway, carry on. Starting to look like something now. Did a little cut in the middle. That helped with getting it to line up. That curve is working pretty good. This side here, especially this end, just does not want to get with the program. It's going to be a lot of back and forth from the car to the bench to the car to the bench. Just work it a little bit, trim a little bit, just back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, it's getting a little frustrating. Trying to make it all in one piece has its advantages, but it's got a lot of disadvantages too. So, back at it. Oh, definitely been on the struggle bus on this one, but I think I got it. It's looking pretty good. Lines up good with the taillight. So I'm gonna fine tune it just a little bit more. This curve ended up being a little different than what we got here, but I'm just gonna reshape this to match. Yeah, tweak that a little bit, and then it's trim it to fit and start welding. Oh, I'm gonna be so glad when this thing is done. I'm getting tired of this. 121 inches of weld. It's like 10 feet. Oh, trust me, I had plenty of time to do the math. This took most of the day. But it's in there. It's still reasonably straight. Straight enough to continue anyway. So what we got to do now, got to extend this out, put these pieces in. Once that's done, break out the big grinder and proceed to grind 121 inches of weld. Ugh, I'm looking forward to that. There we go. Welding is almost done. All we got left, we got to cap the top off there, and then a little bit of welding along the bottom. But to do that, we got to pull the bumper off. And before we pull the bumper off, got to get this all roughed in. Once that's done, taillight housing's got to go back in. Taillight housing in, shim it out so that it sits a little proud, and then everything gets ground to the same shape at the same time. But that's a job for the next video. Yeah, this one's long enough. So I guess the next video is going to be the last video for back here. Yeah, next round we just gotta clean up all the edges, weld in those pieces. We got to finish the brackets. Lots of little odds and ends to do, but probably end up being more than that, but whatever. Next one's going to be the last one. Catch you on the next one.